Hey everybody, this is Scott, aka the Car Tech, and today I'm bringing you a video on how to replace the thermostat in a 2005 Ford Focus with a 2-liter engine. So looking at the engine, you got the power steering pump right here, and so the thermostat is just right up under there where I'm pointing. It's difficult to see right now, and it's a little difficult to get to. But it's not too hard of a process. It just takes a little bit of work. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take off this wheel right here, and then we're gonna pull the serpentine belt off, so we can take the power steering pump off and set it over to the side. And then we're gonna that way we can have a lot better access to the thermostat. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get this wheel off and come back in just a minute. All right, so we're underneath the car. We're taking this little splash guard. The bolt is up in here, and it's anyways, that's it right there. It's at an angle and stuff. The other one's right here. So there's just 2 of them. So we're going to take both those off. Alright, so you just want to turn it counterclockwise. It just goes up on there. You just turn it counterclockwise, hold it, and then you're able to pull your belt right off. And then you don't really need to move it or anything. You can leave it hanging, but that way it's just taking off the tension off of the belt, so that way it doesn't just snap down when you pull off your screws or your bolts. So, anyways, all right. Now that we've got our belt loosened up, it's going to make it a lot easier when we're pulling off the 10 millimeter bolts on this. Thanks, buddy. Jack's trying to hand me a screwdriver. He's got his little ring pop and his screwdriver and his basketball. He's ready to go. Anyways, we're going to pull these little 10 millimeter bolts off, and we're just basically going to set this over to the side. So we'll take care of that real quick. One other note, you're going to want to pull this wire, the wire harness out of here, just to get it out of the way, to get this bolt down here on the bottom. Also, when I pull this wiring harness out, there's a little gasket ring right here, so just be careful that it doesn't fall out, because I'm willing to bet that that's a really hard part to find. So anyways, the bottom one down there is kind of a pain, but I got it out. Now I gotta just take these 2 off, and then I can move this out of the way. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this 10 millimeter bolt right here, and I'm gonna basically gonna lift up on it. I really just want to pinch it off so I don't lose anything out of here. That's really all I'm gonna do, is just try and get this pinched off so that none of this drains out of here. I believe I can just move it and flop it like up here. I don't know, we'll see how it works. It's been a while since I've taken this off, so anyways, we'll come back to that. If you have any questions, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and make sure you comment down below if you have any questions or comments. On this 4th one down here, the engineers really cut it close because it barely has any room. See if I can get down in there so you can see it. See it right there? And they cut it close. There's barely enough room to get it out, but you have to have like the rest of them off in order to be able to get this one off. So you have the rest of them off, and then you kind of got to hold it at a funny angle. It's like one of the many things on this car, that like the alternator, which was ridiculous to do. But anyways, so have fun with that. So now that we've pulled this little bolt out, now we can I'm gonna put a little screwdriver in right there to push this tab over while I pull this up, and then we can maneuver this so we can have more room to work with. But anyways, okay, so now we're finally to the thermostat, which is right here. There, on the thermostat, you may have a sensor. Mine doesn't have the sensor, which is a lot cheaper. It's like $100 more, or more than $100 more for the one with the sensor. So I got my new one right here. See, it's just fits in like this, and it's got this little built-in gasket right here. So we're gonna pull off the hoses, and then we're gonna pull off the thermostat, and we'll be able to put our new one in. Fortunately, these little hoses are the kind you can clip, and that you can you can open up, and they clip here and they stay open, so you can easily remove them. So you don't have to play ridiculous games with it. So we can get our hoses off. That makes our life quite a bit easier, I think. You can see example right here. See this little clip right here just clips in there when you squeeze it. So anyways, now we're gonna pull the hoses off, and then we got some more bolts to take off. I'm guessing these are 8mm, but we'll find out here in a minute. Alright, so we got our hoses off. As you can see, the wire keeps getting in the way, but we got our hoses off, and of course there's plenty of fluid coming out. I got my son's little sled thing for collecting my coolant. Obviously spilled a little bit, but I'll have to clean that up. But so didn't leak an enormous amount, but it did come out. So anyways, so next these are 8mm bolts, so we're gonna pull these 8mm. There's one here, so there's these two on top, and then there's one on the other side that of course isn't going to be necessarily easy to get to. They're not super hard. You can actually, I think you can come up from under here. So anyways, I'm going to pull that off, and we'll pull it out, and get our new one in and get it put back together. All right, so I got it off, and there's our where it goes. And of course, look at the old one. You can see that the thermostat is stuck open a little bit right here on the bottom. Just old. 196,000 miles is what I got on my car, but as you can see, this one is pristine, ready to go. So we're going to pop that sucker back in there, and we're going to put it back together. Also, when you get it back together, don't forget that you're going to have to add coolant, and then you're going to also have to bleed the coolant line. So you're going to have to add coolant. Just, I wouldn't stray too far away from coolant. Take some with you, but you have to bleed it. So just make sure you do that, so that way you don't overheat and blow up your engine. All right. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Also, be sure to use extended life coolant. You want the long life, the stuff that lasts a long time. You don't want to just put the normal green stuff in, because that could actually damage your engine. Make sure you put the X-Life in, okay? Alright, so now we got everything back together. I want to make sure that we get everything connected, everything back together, everything torqued down, everything tight, everything, all the caps put back on. And just double check everything. And like I said, right now is a good time to replace your serpentine belt. I didn't replace it because I just replaced mine not too long ago, so I'm not too worried about it. But this it's been kind of a pain. But make sure you do a pressure check, turn it on, start it, get new coolant in there, make sure you get that filled up, and then let it run and let the new thermostat actually open up and start pulling coolant in there. Alright, everything's up and running. Everything's good. Got a little bit of residual coolant left on there, so a little bit of smoke, but not dripping. So the coolant level's staying the same. I've had the car running for about 10 minutes, and no one got any leaks or anything. It's really nice. So, anyways, there it is there. Anyways, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you giving my videos a view. And I just wanted to say, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and let me know what you think in the comments below. And I will see you later. Thanks for watching.